Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Master Chief Collection, grabbing the Return of Megg achievement. This is an Easter egg done in Halo 2. You want to have the level set at Cairo Station, make sure the difficulty is on Legendary, and you want to turn on the Thunderstorm Skull. You can also turn on any skulls that will help you out. So we'll be using Bandana, Envy, and Scarab, and for funsies, we threw in Grunt's Birthday Party. Alright, so to unlock this Easter egg, you're going to have to play through the whole level on Legendary with the Thunderstorm Skull, which increases all the enemies' rank, which makes them super stronger and harder to kill. And you have to do all that without taking any damage. So the enemies can't shoot you, or you can't get hit with friendly fire, or you can't hurt yourself. If you do, you're going to have to restart from the last checkpoint. Alright, from the start, what you want to do is you want to make sure you grab an SMG and a battle rifle. Then you want to head downstairs and wait by this door right here. You want to spam grenades until the enemies show up, just in case. And when they do, you want to bust out the battle rifle and start shooting them. Thanks to the Scarab Skull, your bullets will become super stronger and do explosive damage. Keep in mind, this works kind of like a rocket launcher, where if you shoot it too close to yourself, you might damage or kill yourself, which will obviously void the achievement. But once again, you can reload from last checkpoints, and checkpoints are very valuable in this achievement run because before you die, you can hit start and then reload from last checkpoint, and then that should keep the achievement still active. So keep that in mind, and always look for checkpoints in the upper left hand corner of the screen. They are kind of your safe spots. Alright, once the enemies start spawning on the second floor, you want to make sure you take those guys out as well. Once you're clear, go up here and hit the checkpoint. You want to throw a grenade through this hallway right here, and then try to shoot the Scarab bullets right in this gap right here. Keep in mind that with the Scarab bullets, you have to make each shot count, because if you get a bad bounce, it will come back and bite you in the face. So keep that in mind. Make your way down this hallway, take a right here. There should be no enemies. There's this guy on the turret. He won't give us any trouble because he's one of our homies. Go up here. You should get a checkpoint. So you want to turn to the left and make sure you start spamming the Scarab shots out this window, as well as throw grenades. You want to take out as many enemies as possible. I like throwing a grenade down this hallway. Kind of want to bounce it off the wall because usually there will be a grunt and two elites down there, and they might sneak up on us. So keep your back turned towards that. Alright, once it's safe to drop down, you want to make sure you drop down here. While you're dropping down, you want to make sure you point your gun into that room and kill any elites in there, because those guys will mess us up. You're going to have two Marines down here. They'll help us out, basically. And you're going to have grunts spawn on one of the platforms in the back. So what I recommend doing is throwing some grenades over this blast shield right here in order to try to clear them out as best as possible, because those guys will mess up the achievement if they shoot you, obviously. Alright, once you know you're in the clear, make sure you go out. You want to stay to the right here. There you should get a checkpoint right here. Creep around the boxes and make sure you spam the Scarab Blast in that doorway right there. If you are trying to reload, make sure you back up and go somewhere safe. Throw a grenade in there just in case. The enemies will start spawning, and then you want to start backing up. Use the box for cover. It depends if the box gets knocked around, but you want to use that box for the best cover. Once you're safe, head into this room and peek to the left right here. Go up to the staircase. You should be good. Get a checkpoint right here. And now you want to switch to the SMG, and you want to strafe and shoot while trying to take cover behind this box right here. Watch out for enemy bullets and watch out for plasma grenades, obviously. And for this, you want to keep jumping and shooting. Where the enemies are pouring out of the dropship, you just want to jump and shoot until you get the okay. And you know you're done when you get to the audio cue from your Marine buddies where it says the enemy is retreating. That's when you know you have to jump down. Make sure you jump down too early. It's better than jumping down too late, because the enemies will spawn below and they will mess things up for you. So it's all about placement with this part of the level. So make sure you have your sound turned up, obviously, so you can get the audio cue. And once you do that, you want to jump down, and then you want to take cover behind this box right here. And then a cutscene is going to play out behind you. While you're doing that, you can try to get the arc right on the grenades, because the enemies will spawn outside the door behind this box right here. So you can use this time to get your aim right, and just keep throwing grenades and get a rhythm down. And you just want to keep your eyes on your radar at this point and see if any red dots appear. Once the red dots start appearing, you have to be ready to move out of the way. So You should take out some enemies thanks to the grenades, but some elites will obviously go in because they can take more hits. Then you want to take cover behind the box right here. Keep your eyes on the opening right here. You can use grenades to scope out the area, but once the elites start running towards us, you want to start shooting them before they can shoot us. The grenades help out because it will distract them, obviously. Like that one had its back towards me, so I was able to take him out. But then that might happen where you get a bad bounce where the grenade will come back and hit you in the face, but just gotta shoot them before they can come back here and kill us. Good old scarab gun takes care of that. And once you have a clearing, what you want to do is you want to make sure you kill time, because there's going to be a conversation between your marines until the next chapter starts, and you want to make sure you clear the room of any remaining enemies. So there's going to be some grunts here. Don't let that happen where you get a bad grenade bounce, and don't stand in the fire as well, because any damage will avoid the achievement. So we're just gonna walk around here and kill time, and you want to go behind in this hallway, and then the door should open up after your buddies finish talking. And for this part, I recommend taking out the 2 grunts on the turret. Take cover behind this box, and then you want to spam grenades. And then you want to switch to your SMG and then jump and shoot. Just going to use our jump, shoot, take cover method, and try to take out any enemies. And once again, watch out for plasma grenades. If a plasma grenade gets thrown behind the box, just back up into the other room while staying behind the box, so you can avoid the enemy's line of fire. But you want to aim for the drop ship right here. So aim for that gap and spam your SMG shots. And remember not to shoot too much, because obviously if you shoot the box, you are going to die. So just make sure you keep jumping and keep shooting this gap right here. So just keep your eyes, watch out for any enemies, use grenades to help you out, and just keep jumping and shooting. So just got that taken care of. There's some more enemies here. Just going to pick them off for safety. And there we go. More enemies are going to spawn. When you think it's safe, it's not going to be safe, so make sure you take care of that. So there we go. Alright, gonna throw some more grenades here and try to get some good bouncies. Alright, we're going to move up to this box. I think the room is clear. We're just gonna shoot just in case. It's better to be safe than sorry, as I always say. But anyways, once this is done, we're going to have another cutscene where your homies are going to talk. So you're going to have to run around the room and kill time before the title card appears. Once that does, you want to make your way down these 2 staircases right here. And I recommend throwing grenades down. And watch out for grenades coming back up, obviously. So you want to spam grenades and try to shoot your scarab gun pretty sparingly, because if you hit a corpse with your scarab gun, it might bounce back and blow you up in the face. And you know you've taken care of all the enemies when the door closes. So get that side. There's also a door on this side, so you want to clear both sides of enemies, basically. So once both doors are closed, we're going to cloak using our NV skull. You do that by hitting up on the D-pad, and that will turn on your active camo and allow you to go invisible. And once you have that taken care of, you can go into the room, make sure it's cleared of enemies, and then you want to be on the right side. So this is the right door. You want to approach this door, wait till it says loading, and then back up and then start shooting, because an elite will spawn. Once you do that, an elite will also spawn out of the left door, and this elite is invisible because he has active camo. Turn on your active camo and then creep across and try to get a Scarab Blast in on him. You know you killed him once you get a checkpoint. Once you do that, you want to go up through the left side, so this is the left door, and you want to wait up here on the staircase until the hatch is open. Once it does, throw a grenade up for safety, and then turn on your active camo by hitting up on the D-pad. And then once you're good, you want to creep and go to the left. Your active camo has a cooldown time, so that's what you see me waiting right here, because you have to wait till it recharges, basically. Once you use your active camo, you want to creep up on those 2 elites and then Scarab Blast them in the face. Once you do that, you want to sneak out. You are going to have this blast shield right here. Once you go up to it, you got a checkpoint. Alright, once you do that, press yourself against the blast shield and wait for this grunt to come out. You want to shoot the grunt and then jump and then do 2 shots to the platform right there. Only 2. If you do 3, your third shot will hit the blast shield. Once you do that, turn on active camo and sneak into this room right here. Peek out and then take out the grunt and the elite on the turret platform right there. Once you do that, there will be this one grunt in between the 2 platforms. Make sure you shoot him. Turn on your active camo, go out and then peek on the 2nd floor of that office building right there and take out that grunt. Once you do that, you can sneak across because that's all the enemies. This is a pretty hard part, but make sure you get the memorization down. Spam grenades into this room and spam Scarab blasts. You want to take out as many grunts and elites as possible from a safe distance. And just going to keep spamming explosives until you get the coast clear. And you want to take cover behind here. Turn on active camo and then take out the grunts and then run back out and then reload and wait till your active camo recharges. And then you want to spam grenades as it does so the enemies won't follow you basically. And once you're good, you can start spamming the Scarab Blast again. You can try to take out the elite by shooting his feet out, or you can turn on your active camo and go closer for a better shot. Once the enemies are cleared out, climb the stairs and then take a right here. And then immediately as that door opens in the background, you want to spam your Scarab Blast to take out as many enemies as possible because they'll just come pouring in and you have to be ready. Turn on your active camo and then sneak across and then make it to this room. And then you want to go into this room and you should get a checkpoint. Once you do that, take a hard left and you have to do kind of a U-turn. This is a long hallway, so just spam your Scarab Blast. You can't really miss because it's a super long hallway and you just have to keep spamming. And if you reload, just take cover behind the boxes and you should be good. But this is a clear pathway of getting your shots off. We're going to turn on active camo just in case. Sneak down the hallway and then you want to take a right here. You have the space room. I recommend taking cover behind the boxes on the right, and then once the doors open, the jetpack elites will spawn and you have to snipe them during the transition card so you don't get your crosshair. So try to keep that in mind. But once you do that, you should get a checkpoint. I got my checkpoint before the door opened, unfortunately, so every time I respawned, I had to refight them. But keep that in mind. Anyways, drop down and stay to the right and try to pick off any jetpack elites you can right here. So if you see one kind of stuck or hanging out, you just want to zoom in with the battle rifle and then pick them off from a distance. And then you want to stay to the right. Make sure you let those 2 guys land and then turn on your active camo. Creep up to them and you can use a grenade to kind of, wait it out. And they're going to inspect the grenade and then we can just take them out with one blast. And then we're going to wait here until our active camo comes back. Turn on active camo and then just go in for the kill. And then take cover behind this box right here just for safety. Once again, use your active camo most efficiently here in the outdoor areas where enemies can spot you from above. Alright, once you're safe, use your active camo and then just sprint to the door before more jetpack elites show up. And then go in here, you should go in here and you should get another checkpoint. This is when we have to fight all of the drone dudes. And there are 2 ways to do this. Some people like the spray and pray method where you just go up to the ledge and you just spray them. I recommend taking cover behind the door. So this is probably the best way to do it. And then just use your battle rifle to pick them off one by one. And just do that. This is the slow and methodical way. But this is less based in chance and just gotta use patience. Obviously just pick them off one by one because those guys are really annoying because they fly all over the place. Make sure you throw a grenade off to the right side because enemies tend to wander off there, and then try to pick them off. And once again, keep your eyes on the lower left hand corner for any red dots. Alright, go up to the edge of the elevator and start throwing grenades. You don't want to go too far because the enemies will shoot you, obviously. You want to stay about this far away, and you want to use the arc of the grenades to try to hit all of the enemies. And then you want to jump and shoot using the Scarab Blast to finish them off. Once there are no more enemies, you can jump down, and you want to jump on this platform, hit the elevator, and the elevator should start moving. You can go to the lower platform and get ready because there will be a room here where you need to throw grenades into. So we're just going to chill out here, get ready, and you can get your guns all reloaded up and what have you. Just going to keep slowly inching our way down here until we see the gap, which will be the next room. So once we see the gap right here, you want to start throwing grenades and try to bounce them in. Try to keep a fair distance back, obviously, because you don't want a bad bounce, because there will be a few grunts in here. and you do a Scarab Blast just for safe measure. There we go. And then you want to go into the next room. We should get another checkpoint once this door opens. There we go. You want to take out these 3 jetpack elites, and you can use a Scarab Blast for that. They won't move, thankfully. And just want to reload. We're going to active camo and creep our way out here, and you want to stay to the left side right here. And then 2 more jetpack elites are going to come swooping in, so don't let them take you by surprise. There's going to be 1 on that center right there, and there's going to be a set of 2 off to the left, which comes swooping in here. So make sure you take them out before they can take us out, obviously. Alright, then what you want to do is you want to drop down here where the 2 elites were, and then head through the door, and you should be in the airlock. And this is when the Easter egg should happen. You should get a audio cue, and you can turn up your volume if you really want to hear that. But anyways, just gotta wait for the next transition card, and once you step out here, you should get your achievement. And there it is. It's going to be for 20 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.